Hello, I'm Jeff Cavins, and we're looking at the scriptures today for the first Sunday in Advent. It was about a year before St. John Paul II passed away. My family and I had an opportunity to go over to Rome. We got a message that there was a good chance that we were going to be able to have a private meeting with John Paul II, the Great, and boy, were we excited. We went to Rome to tour and to look at all the churches and to pray and kind of a pilgrimage, but once we knew that there was a chance that we could meet the Pope, everything changed. Our schedule changed and we had to stay in touch with Vatican to make sure that we weren't going to miss that opportunity. Our clothes were laid out. Everything changed on our trip, focusing on just that opportunity to meet St. John Paul II. And we did. And we had all of our clothes out and we got ready and we went over there and we met him. But we were prepared. Today we begin the liturgical year with a look once again at one of the end time passages. And it comes from Matthew chapter 24, and verse 42 says, "Watch therefore, for you do not know on what day your Lord is coming." We begin the liturgical year by looking forward, and that's what Advent is about. It's about His coming. And so we memorialize His first coming, but we also prepare for His second coming. Paul writes about this in Romans for this week's readings, and he's actually very serious about this, and he's going to give us a call to wake up. He says, "Besides this, you know what hour it is, how it is full time now for you to wake from sleep. For salvation is nearer to us now than when we first believed. The night is far gone, the day is at hand. Let us then cast off the works of darkness and put on the armor of light. Let us conduct ourselves becomingly as in the day, not in reveling and drunkenness, not in debauchery and licentiousness, not in quarreling and jealousy, but put on the Lord Jesus Christ and make no provision for the flesh to gratify its desires." So Paul tells us that we must wake up. And that's the message at the beginning of the liturgical year. We're looking forward to the coming of Jesus, and He could come at any time, and we need to be prepared. Just like when we met St. John Paul II, we had our clothes ready and our schedule ready. We need to prepare ourselves. Speaking of clothes, Paul says, put on Christ. And this is the way that we prepare for Christmas. We don't just sit back and think about Jesus and buy gifts and that type of thing, even though that's all part of the season. But we prepare for the coming of Jesus with deeds of righteousness, putting on Christ. It's active, it's a verb, it's action. And so between now and Christmas, let's focus on every single day putting on Christ, which means that we are going to allow Him to animate us, and we are going to prepare for His coming. We've got an opportunity now at the beginning of the year for a brand new, clean start. So, you know what time it is. Do we really know what time it is? It's time to wake up. I can't urge you enough to open your eyes and be aware that Jesus could come back. My wife and I have often discussed the idea that what if we did miss heaven? What if we weren't prepared? Can you imagine the first moment of eternity realizing, I wasn't awake, I wasn't prepared? But on the other side of that, can you imagine the first day of eternity and realizing that you are seeing God face to face, the beatific vision? It will be related to today and your preparedness. Open your eyes, put on Christ, and prepare for His coming.